What's up, nerds? I'm Renegade Cactus, but you can call me whatever you want. Welcome back to part 2, you've guessed it, of the Jumpstart opening. I mean, you didn't have guessed it, you probably read it in the title. I mean, let's be honest. Or you watched part 1 and now watch part 2 straight away, I don't know. But let's start with the Doctor. We will start with the Doctor. I won't really, I can explain the things I'm doing. I bought a booster display of Jumpstart and a half, basically. Like 14 of those packs I bought open but not open. Like the booster, the outer booster was removed, but the plastic inside is still intact. So nobody knows what's in there, basically. And since this, like in Magic, you don't weigh the cards, not like with Pokemon. So basically there is no way of knowing if you got any good pulls or not. I mean, the thing is, one way of knowing is in Dragons there are no great pulls in terms of value. That much we know. But other than that, I mean, everything can happen. We got Doctor, Griffin Airy, Light of Promise, Brightmare, Fate's Feathers, Swift Response, Revitalize, there he is, there it is, there he is. Anointed Chorister, Bulwark Giant, Mesa Unicorn, Take Heart, Thriving Heath, Basri Acolyte, and after the whole planes, Speaker of the Heavens. 1 mana, 1/1, Vigilance, Lifelink. Tap to create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying. Activate this ability only if you have at least 7 more life than your starting life total, and only anytime you could cast a sorcery, which is still freaking amazing. Like, that is strong beyond words. I've played against those decks where it's like, yeah, every single creature has lifelink, every single thing you do nets you life points. And basically, yes, of course I am at 45 life points. Of course I'm gonna make some angels. Like, the fuck? I want to play, I don't know, and I'm dead. We got more dragons. Hellkite Punisher, Dragonloft Idol, Rapacious Dragon, Draconic Roar, Dragon Speaker Shaman, Bathe in Dragonfire, Thrill of Possibility, Dragon Fodder, Dragon Hatchling, Lightning Shrieker, Thriving Bluff, Mountains, and Terror of the Peaks. Flying. Spells your opponent cast that target Terror of the Peaks cost an additional 3 life to cast. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Terror of the Peaks deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target. That card is awesome. I have it in Magic Arena, and it's very powerful in the right circumstances. And now we open Goblins, which is the last of the already opened packs. And then we'll go back to the doubly sealed packs. Goblins, and I mean, there is a high chance. The only red card above, was it like $8? I think last time I looked up and it was, yeah, $8 or above. There's only one card worth something that is red. That is Muxus Goblin Grandee, which could possibly be in here because it's goblins. So let's see. Goblins, Battle Rattle Shaman, Beetleback Chief, Goblin Commando, Makeshift Munitions, Burn Bright, Love It, Boggart Brute, Goblin Arsonist, Goblin Instigator, Goblin Shortcutter, Ordinary Goblin, Outnumber, Thriving Bluff, Mountains, and Muxus Goblin Grandee, which is, like I said, the only red card in this entire set. The only red card that is actually worth something. And according to Dawnglare, which, I mean, take the price and, I don't know, take 10%, 20% off, then it's somehow accurate most of the times. $31. That's pretty awesome. 6 mana, 4/4. When Muxus Goblin Grandee enters the battlefield, reveal the top 6 cards of your library. Put all Goblin creature cards with converted mana cost 5 or less from among them onto the battlefield. The rest of the bottom of your library in a random order. Whenever Muxus attacks, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each other goblin you control. That's pretty strong in a goblin deck, of course. Like, if you don't have any more goblins, why would you put him in the deck? But in a goblin deck, that's awesome. Like here in Jumpstart, where 2 booster packs make a deck, if you could find 2 goblin packs, there you would have a great goblin deck. Okay, let's see. We got heavily armored. Nice, I think. Like I keep saying, we are partially hunting for value in this pack. Partially. Just because there are so many actually valuable cards. And out of the top, I don't know, 10 cards, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 already. That's awesome. Heavily armored, we got Tempered Veteran, Patron of the Valiant, Siege Striker, Basri Solidarity, Secure the Scene, Feat of Resistance, Bulwark Giant, Trusty Retriever, Lightwalker, Makeshift Battalion, Thriving Heath, Basri's Alkalid, Plains, and Cathar's Crusade. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Holy shit! Holy shit, basically. Holy shit, Batman. That sounds busted. Don't know if it actually is, because it's a 5 mana enchantment, but holy shit, Batman. That is actually... That sounds actually quite busted. We got heavily armored again. Interesting. I mean, according to chance, there is a possibility that each one of these remaining packs is heavily armored. I highly doubt it, because that chance would be incredibly slim, but the chance exists nonetheless. Heavily Armor, Tempered Veteran, Gird for Battle, Patron of Valiant, Siege Striker, Secure the Scene, Battlefield Promotion, Bulwark Giant, Trusty Retriever, Lightwalker, Makeshift Battalion, Thriving Heath, Basri's Alkalide, Plains, Cathar's Crusade. I won't complain. Seriously. That is an interesting card. Like I said, sounds pretty strong. So why not? Come on, give me something other than a predatory. Sure, why not? Give me more elves. I want the Allosaurus Shepherd. Like, that's the most valuable card in this set. If I would get that a second time, you know what? Damn. And if not, then not. But still, it was great that I got it once. But predatory, Fungal Rebirth, Somberwald Stag, Brindle Shoat, Irresistible Prey, Sabertooth Mauler, Truffle Snout, Crushing Canopy, Dawn Treader Elk, Marauder's Axe, Thriving Grove, Time to Feed, Sylvan Brush Strider, Forest, and let me check that out. Isn't that one of the forests that's... Oh no, it just looks similar to the card Branching Evolutions picture, which is one of the kinda valuable cards. But it's just that the picture looks similar. The forest, and we got Nerith of the Dire Hunt. Which is that number 3 of those, I think, right? Yeah, it's the third one that I have. I won't complain. It's a great card, or it's a good card, and it's worth $12 according to Dawn Glare. So I mean, open up, police. We got tree hugging. Interesting. Tree hugging. And 1, 2. Tree hugging. Burlfist Oak. Warden of the Woods. Oh, a lot of tree folk. Nature's Way. Wall of Blossoms. Snare Spinner. Lanovar Visionary. Aggressive Urge, Ambassador Oak, Crushing Canopy, Explore, Thriving Grove, Gnarled Sage, Forest, Primordial Sage, Creature Spirit, 6 mana, 5/4. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may draw a card. Simple, but it works, I guess. That's alright. Like, I don't see it being immensely amazing, but I mean, that sounds about right. Come on, please. Like, some of them are so easy to rip up, and some are so hard. So tough. We got Feathered Friends. Oh, wait. 1, 2. Put that on there. Feathered Friends. Oh, a second rare, which is great. We got Archon of Redemption. 5 mana, 3/4, flying. Whenever Archon of Redemption or another creature with flying enters the battlefield under your control, you may gain life equal to that creature's power. Oh, come on. I love it. I hate it. I love it together with the 1/1 that creates a 4/4 angel, flying angel. As long as you have more, like 7 more starting health, or 7 more health than starting. Every time you use its ability, you get 4 life. That's quite a lot. Falconer Adept, Aegis of Heavens, Dauntless Onslaught, Sky Tether. By the way, we put that up there. Concordia Pegasus, Warden Battlements, Gale Swooper, Aerial Assault, Healer's Hawk, Thriving Heath, Celestial Enforcer, Plains, and Archon of Justice, which I already have from a different set, but still. 5 mana, 4/4, flying. When Archon of Justice dies, exile target permanent, which is just, in itself, a pretty decent card. Archons in general are pretty cool cards, in my opinion. I would love to build a Archon Angel deck, something like that. I might just do that, sooner or later. Next up, open, come on, you got Heavily Armored, which, again, not a bad set or not a bad theme, just none of the very valuable cards, which is completely fine by me. Heavily Armored, High Sentinels of Arashin, another 2 rare pack. We already know those, so I won't read those. Tempered Veteran, Long Road Home, Siege Striker, Supply Runner, Swift Response, Bulwark Giant, Trusty Receiver, Lightwalker, Makeshift Battalion, Thriving Heath, Basri's Acolyte, Plains, Duelist Heritage. I think that is the same combination of 2 rares that we had in the first Heavily Armored pack. Which, I mean, that's, again, totally possible, since this is not a booster set, or this is not a set of buy a lot of boosters, get many different cards, but it is a set of buy those boosters to instantly start playing. This could also be a great thing for people who just start out playing the game, I think. Like, if you learned the basic rules, just getting 2 of those without having to think about what to do in deck building, I think would actually be a pretty good idea. We got Cats, the musical, the movie, the video game, staring the book character, no, whatever. We got Cats. We got, Feline Sovereign, 2 rares once again. Other cats you control get +1/+1 and have protection from dogs. Whenever 1 or more cats you control deal combat damage to a player, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment that player controls. Enlarge, Keeper of Fables, Nature's Way, Canopy Stalker, Pride Malkin, Crushing Canopy, Feral Invocation, Initiates Companion, Penumbra Bobcat, Thriving Grove, Feral Prowler, Forest, and Lurking Predators. 6 mana, enchantment. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, you may put that card on the bottom of your library. You may put that card. So, am I thinking correctly? You don't have to, because it says you may, meaning you either put that card into the battlefield, or you can say like, I don't like it, put it on bottom. Or you'll be like, no, I like it, I want to draw it next turn, and you put it on top. I think, right? With the word may, that's implied that you don't have to. Right? Well, that's pretty cool, In my opinion, a pretty cool card. Because that can get you some value, like, damn. And we got Basri. Huh. Basri. Isn't Basri a planeswalker? I think so, right? I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe we'll get a planeswalker. I don't know if there are any planeswalker in this set. Could be. But maybe there are not. I don't know. Basri's Lieutenant, which is a second rare. Vigilance, protection from multicolored. It's 4 mana, 3/4. When Basri's Lieutenant enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Whenever Basri's Lieutenant or another creature you control dies, if it had a 1/1 counter on it, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with Vigilance. That's awesome. Tempered Veteran, Siege Stalker, Faith's Feathers, Concordia, Pegasus, Battery Solidarity, Fate of Resistance, Staunch Shield Mage, Knight of the Tusk. Like, that's... I don't know, that wasn't even supposed to be like any no, not dialect, any, what's the word I'm looking for? Let's call it dialect. I can't find the right word right now. That wasn't supposed, accent. That wasn't supposed to be an accent. I don't know what the hell that was. Legion's Judgment, Thriving Heath, Basri's Acolyte, Plains, the beautiful M21 Plains. Ooh. And Basri Cat. It's actually a planeswalker. There is a planeswalker in this deck, at least one. Like I said, I think there's also a Teferi. Teferi, but I'm not sure. 3 mana. 3 loyalty things? Loyalty counter, right? +1. Put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature. It gains indestructible and until end of turn. -2. Whenever 1 or more non-token creatures attack this turn, create that many 1/1 white soldier creature tokens that are tapped and attacking. Holy shit, that would be amazing in a goblin deck. Alright, -6. And yes, I know they are white soldiers then, but I got, what was it called? Raid Bombardment. I got it in Magic Arena. I have a goblin deck with Raid Bombardment 4 times. Raid Bombardment is an enchantment, and every time a creature with 2 attack or less attacks, the Raid Bombardment deals 1 damage to the enemy player. And like for each creature that attacks with said strength 2 or less. Normally I'll attack with like 5-6 creatures, that's 5 to 6 damage. If we have 2 of those enchantments, it's 10 to 12. 3 of these enchantments is 15 to 18. With this, let's say we attack with 5 creatures. Deal 5 damage due to the bombardment. You create that many 1/1 white soldiers that are tapped and attacking, meaning 5 creatures plus another 5 white soldiers that are also below 2 attack, meaning they trigger Raid Bombardment as well, meaning you attack with 10 creatures dealing 10 damage and then the creature damage. Holy shit, that's a lot to talk about, but that's amazing. You get an emblem with, at the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token, then put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Holy shit, that sounds pretty busted. Pretty busted. Okay, Basri is a bastard. I can tell you that much. Holy shit. Alright, the last 6 packs. That went quite faster than I thought. And by last 6 packs, of course, I meant the last 8 packs. I cannot math. Kids, you shouldn't do math. Ah, funny joke. No one has ever done that. I need a sip of water. Like, seriously. Water. Water is something nice, especially since I've been talking quite a lot today. Because this is not the first pack opening and not even the second pack opening. This is like the 4th video today, the 4th and last for today, but still. We got Predatory. We take 1. Predatory, Fungal Rebirth. Affectionate Indrik, Brindle Shoat, Irresistible Prey, Sabertooth Mauler, Truffle Snout, Crushing Canopy, Dawn Treader Elk, Marauder's Axe, Thriving Grove, Time to Feed, Gingerbread, Forest. Neighborhood of the Dire Hunt, the 4th one. 4. I have 4 of them now. 4 of those. Like, okay. I mean, like I said, it's a cool card. I don't mind it. It's just 4. Next up we have got, ooh, Archaeology. Haven't seen that one before. It's blue. Let's see what we got. This one to the back. And we got Buried Ruin, Juggernaut, Meteor Golem, Scuttlemutt, Thirst for Knowledge, Aether Spellbomb, Short Sword, Archaeomander again, Lightning Core Excavator, Thriving Isle, Jousting Dummy, Signpost Scarecrow, Island, and Scarecrow. 3 mana, 1/2, sacrifice a Scarecrow, draw a card. Return target 4 and tap, return target artifact, creature, card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Huh. Interesting. So basically you sacrifice Scarecrows like the Jousting Dummy to draw cards, and then you get them back with the second ability. That is interesting. That is a very cool looking card and interesting. A Scarecrow. I mean, I know I've seen that creature type before, but I hadn't, like, I didn't have in mind that there are actually Scarecrows. That was something that just was like, oh yes, they exist. We got, ooh, vampires. Finally some vampires. And put the card to the back. Vampires. Silver Smote Ghoul, Blood Artist, Blood Bond Vampire, Gifted Aetherborn, Sanguine Indulgence, Agonizing Siphon, Eternal Thirst, Calastria Nightwatch, Last Gasp, Nocturnal Feeder, Thriving Moor, Gloomsoar, Swamp, and Veto, Thorn of the Dusk Rose. 3 mana, 1/3, whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn for 5 mana. Now, in a white deck with life gain, with a lot of life gain, and a little bit of black splash, that sounds pretty dang devastating. Not gonna lie. Okay, let's... having troubles here. We got another Pirates pack. Go away. Okay. 1, 2. Put that over here. Pirates. Charter Course. Coastal Piracy. Departed Deckhand. Spectral Sailor. Kitesail Corsair. Pirates Cutlass. Prosperous Pirates. Rishadan Airship. Sailor of Means. Thriving Isles. Voyage's End. Waterknot. Island, and Corsair Captain. Again, that's pretty much the exact same pack that we had once before. I think there was only like 1 card different. Sorry, I'm getting a call. Alright, I'm back. So I'm gonna go through the last 4 packs right now, and then I'm gonna end the video. There's something came up and I gotta go, but I mean there are 4 packs left, so we're gonna power through them. We got Above the Clouds. Almost looked at the rare. That's not what I wanted. Above the Clouds. Reign of Revelation. Wind. The fuck? Interesting. So we got a second rare, but it is also a... No wait, that's not the Jumpstart logo, is it? It is the Jumpstart logo. Fascinating. Right after another uncommon. Windreader Sphinx. Whenever a creature with flying attacks, you may draw a card. 5 mana, 3/7 flying. Unsubstantiate. Warden of Evo's Isle. Tide Skimmer. Keen Guildmaster. Capture Sphere. Roaming Ghostlight. Frost Breath. Wall of Runes. Thriving Isle. Lofty Denial. Island, and Serendip Ifrit. Okay, never seen that card. 3 mana, 3/4 flying. At the beginning of your upkeep, Serendip Ifrit deals 1 damage to you. That's not great. That's absolutely not great. Like, Ifrits I know are like djinns, but kind of evil, if I remember correctly. So it kind of makes sense, but that's just, why would you? 3/4 flying for 3 mana. I mean, that's decent stats, but not decent enough to validate. No, validate is the wrong word, but to make up for the damage each turn. By the way, it's a bit skewed here, right? Yeah. Okay. We got another Doctor pack. Yeah, I'm gonna put the Doctor away. Doctor, Path of Bravery, another rare, a second rare. Enchantment, 3 mana. As long as your life total is greater than or equal to your starting life total, creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever one or more creatures you control attack, you gain life equal to the number of attacking creatures. Holy shit. Griffin, Eerie, Alabaster Mage, that in combination with Basri, where you gain, like you get 1/1 attacking soldiers for each creature that attacks. That's amazing. Brightmare, Stonehaven Pilgrim, Swift Response, Revitalize, Anointed Chorister, Angel of Mercy, Bulwark Giant, Thriving Heath, Basri's Acolyte, Plains, Cradle of Vitality. 4 mana. Whenever you gain life, you may pay 2. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on target creature for each 1 life you gained. Holy shit, those cards. Like, I'm gonna have to build a white life deck. Like, life gain deck. That's absolutely a thing that I'll have to do. We got Under the Sea. Nice, that's the first I've ever seen of those. That's cool. And we're gonna put one to the back. By the way, quite some luck with the double rare in the packs, right? Again, Whelming Wave. It's not overwhelming, it's not underwhelming, it's whelming. 4 mana, return all creatures to their owner's hands except for krakens, leviathans, octopuses, and serpents. Interesting. Cryptic Serpent, Sigiled Starfish, Unstable Obelisk, Waker of Waves, Octoprophet, Sweep Away, Thriving Isle, Waterknot, Wishful Merfolk, Aegis Turtle, Island, and Pursued Whale. Oh, interesting. So the M21, the rare, was in the back, or was the first one. 7 mana, 8/8. When Pursued Whale enters the battlefield, each opponent creates a 1/1 red pirate creature token with this creature can't block. And creatures you control attack each combat if able. Spells your opponent control that... No. Spells your opponent cast the target Pursued Whale cost 3 more to cast. I cannot read for the life of me today. I mean, it's getting late, so I at least got that. Excuse. But anyway, last pack for today, last pack of Jumpstart, which, like I said, I mean, the amount of value we got. Hello? We got Rogues. Let's see if we can end it with some... I see a 41 buck card, technically, that is probably in a Rogues deck. We got Thieves Guild Enforcer, 1 mana, 1/1 flash. When Thieves Guild Enforcer or another rogue enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent mills 2 cards. As long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in a graveyard, Thieves Guild Enforcer gets +2/+1 and has Death Touch. Wow. Mausoleum Turnkey, I read it as Turkey first. Una's Blackguard, Rogue's Gloves, Stab Wound, Alchemist's Gift, Masked Blackguard, Lawless Broker, Finishing Blow, Nightshade Stinger, Nocturnal Feeder, Thriving Moor, Swamp, and Gonti, Lord of Luxury. That doesn't look like the Lord of Luxury. 4 mana, 2/3, Death Touch. When Gonti, Lord of Luxury, enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of target opponent's library, exile one of them face down, then put the rest on the bottom of that library in a random order. You may look at and cast that card for as long as it remains exiled, and you may spend mana as though if it were mana of any type to cast that spell. Meaning it stays, like, as long as you don't cast it, it stays face down. So your opponent doesn't know which card you took from them. That is fascinating. All right, that ends today's card display booster opening. Jumpstart. I gotta say, that was some amazing pulls in there. Like, play-wise and value-wise, that's pretty dang awesome. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm the Renegade Cactus and I gotta run. Bye-bye!